All right, hey Libra, we're reading for Taurus season, and I am just going to jump right into it, all right? Oh my God, leaps. Leaps! We get the fish here jump out for you, okay, Libra? I'm Kris, by the way, and I know we are well into Taurus month, but sometimes it actually helps when you're actually in it to get like a reading, because then you can like reflect on reflect on the past and what has been happening for you in Taurus month. Okay, that's what I find is helpful, rather than looking at what's coming. Okay, so this is like something that you have just are experienced, and what is going to happen like in the recent future. All right, for you leaps. And we have the fish here for you, and this is something to do with your psyche. Okay, and I'm getting here that Jupiter is about to go into Pisces. All right, so see where in your chart you have Pisces, because this part of your chart is going to be lit up and expanded. All right, so this is something that's going to happen within Taurus season for you. Okay, your Pisces part of your chart is going to be lit up, whatever that house is for you. All right, and you're catching something, leaps. You're catching something. You're catching something in your psyche. You're catching something in your psyche that you haven't caught yet. All right, and this can be like, okay, like there's like a fish that is being hooked out of the water. Okay, so you're catching something. Either you're catching something in your psyche and releasing it out of your psyche. All right, so there's some kind of like emotional release somehow, or it could be something in your psyche that is useful to you somehow. Okay, so it's something that is useful to you, because now I'm seeing like somebody eating the fish. Okay, so you're catching the fish and eating the fish, devouring it somehow. Okay, and it's like it's a part of your psyche, where you're catching something because of Jupiter coming into Pisces. It is expanding. So something that wasn't really obvious before is becoming obvious. Okay, it's becoming obvious, and you're catching something. And I'm getting that either this is a part of your psyche that you haven't really accepted or caught, like logically caught, that is a help for you somehow, or you're catching something in your psyche that you can use for leverage. Okay, it seems like it's something creative. There's something here about, because Pisces and the fish here, it's the collective consciousness, or the collective unconsciousness. It's like every psyche of every single person on the planet together, right? It's the unconscious of our psyche. So you're catching something here, but I'm getting dreams. Here. Dreams and acceptance. Okay, there's something here about psychological tolerance. Okay, and let's just move on and see what else this could be about. All right, leaps. We get the Nine of Swords here for you. Okay, so this is like imagining things that aren't real, imagining things that aren't real, but they seem really real, okay? And it's very very Piscean again, this card here, because the Pisces imagine things, okay? And there's some kind of, this is just telling me that there's some kind of a part of your psyche that is you're going through a transition, okay? There's a lot of information here right now, so bear with me. You're going through a transition. You're going through a transition, and because you're going through this transition right here, the mind will try to show you very, very personal fears, okay? Because the mind is not comfortable with transition, because some parts of the mind, some parts of the thought patterns need to die in some sort of way. Like, it's a welcome death. There's a welcomed death that comes after this Nine of Swords. But you're going through a transition stage, and here I'm getting really strongly that there's something in your psyche, something in your psychology that you're catching, in whatever way that resonates with you, okay? In whatever way that resonates with you. I'm getting strongly here that there's some part of your psyche that is imagining worst case scenarios, okay? In whatever way that resonates, but worst case scenarios. You have a very, very imaginative mind space, and a very imaginative psyche, okay? And you can go either way. You can go either way with this imagination, okay? But there's like this tendency here to focus on things that are really scary, okay? Focus on things that are really scary, and thinking so much that it turns into just fear, because there's inaction. There's just a lot of thoughts about something, okay? But this is what you're catching in this, maybe here in the end of Taurus month, you're catching this, like you're catching something that has been causing you a lot of fear and turmoil, okay? And you're catching this in some sort of way, okay? I've been saying that 1,000 times now, okay? And the beautiful thing here is that we have this Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is freedom. This is freedom. This is your soul winning over the ego in some sort of situation here. Okay, it's your soul and your spirit that is winning over your ego or over your thoughts in some kind of way, okay? And you're doing this by taking action somehow, okay? You're doing this by taking some sort of action, okay? That is counterintuitive, but you're standing up for yourself somehow. That's why I'm getting, this is a very specific message, okay? But take it if it resonates. But there's something here in the psyche that is being catched, either by a psychologist or you're becoming aware of something in your psyche that is not serving you, or I'm getting like the immune system attacking itself, or you're attacking yourself somehow. But you're catching this thing that is pulling you down and pulling it out of the water. You're pulling it out of your psyche, okay? And the way you're doing it is in some kind of action that you're taking, okay? There's freedom here. This is the freedom fighter, okay? Like you're freeing yourself from this turmoil, this ability. It's not even an ability, but it's like a tendency to create turmoil in your mind, okay? And you're taking some kind of action here that is I'm saying the soul is winning over the ego. It's kind of like you are being smart. This is the card of being street smart. Being street smart in a way where your actions are the right thing. Like you're taking some kind of action that is the right thing, even though it might not seem like it. I'm getting here that there could be something in your mind here that is telling you that you shouldn't do something. that you shouldn't do something. Like, for example, going to a psychologist, or you're catching something and pulling it out of your psyche, okay? And you're doing that by taking some kind of action that is going to free you, okay? It's going to free you. This is like a spiritual lesson. This is like a spiritual lesson, okay? And what it's giving you here in the end of Taurus month is safety. It's safety when it comes to your spirit and your soul. Like, your soul is finding safety. Your soul is finding safety in something. Your soul is finding security in something, and it can be something that is defining. It can be something that is confining and defining, but that doesn't matter, because it's giving your soul the security that it needs. All right. So I'm just reading the energies here, and you need to like apply it to what's going on in your life. All right. You need to apply it to what's going on in your life. But you're, and I'm getting here, you're standing up for yourself in some kind of way, and this is like the way you're doing this. Okay, and now I'm getting the courage to be me, the courage to be me. Okay, the courage to be me, and now I'm getting, there's been this. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, this is just an example, but it's an example of, you know, I'm trying to be an adult. Like, I'm trying to be an adult, or I'm trying to fit in and be how I feel people want me to be, okay? And with the Pisces here, the Pisces is very unlike that. The Pisces is you know, a weirdo, okay? A weirdo in this sense, because when we are uniquely ourselves, we are weirdos, okay? There is something here about, I don't want to scare you, like, but mental illness, and I want to say mental illness is just a term that is, I don't like that term, and I want to say that, like, mental illness is kind of like a superpower. Actually, it's a superpower, okay? It doesn't have to be mental illness, but there's something in your psyche that is actually a superpower, and because it is so powerful, okay? Don't get hung up when I say mental illness. It's just to tell you that, you know, our psyches are very unique and weird and freaky in our own way, and that's okay, right? But it's very, very powerful. There's something that's very powerful, and with Jupiter coming into Pisces, there's something that is very powerful, and because it's so powerful, if you don't have control over it, it is going to the power is going to be used against you, right? With great power comes great responsibility. That is so true, okay? And this is what is happening here, and that's why you're standing up for yourself. Like, you're standing up for something in you. You're standing up. This is like the freedom fighter. Like, you're standing up for something in yourself that might be a little weird, and that is maybe not socially acceptable. But by you standing by that, not only are you freeing yourself, but you're actually either now or in the future going to help other people free themselves because you are standing by who you are. Okay, and this, whatever is going to happen for you, is going to give you stability, security, like feeling safe, like your spirit and soul is safe. And there's some kind of process here that is confining and defining you in some sort of way, but it's making you safe. Okay, like, it's making you safe in the world, which is what you want and need. Okay, Leaps, I hope that there is something in this reading that you could take away. All right, and I can't wait to check in with you again in Gemini season. And until then, I'll see you on the flippity flip. Bye.